Shields up. Ever since the night of your first dream, things between you and Alexis have been different. Behind closed doors, Alexis is still warm, still friendly, but more detached, less personal. Even now, as you prepare for your next dream, she's making small talk. Traffic was brutal on the drive here. I catch her out. Yeah, it wasn't great. Sorry I got here a little late. No biggie. You just answer your hands. Silence follows. You move to the edge of the bed and sit there, waiting for her to be ready. This is a professional arrangement. I went into this knowing that, but its awkwardness is killing me. What was going on with her that night? Why she look at me like she wanted more? Alexis adjusts her mask, then moves to join you on the bed. She adjusts some elements of your costume. You know the scenario we planned it, right? Yes. I'm supposed to stay completely silent and make a noise like punished. Which, obviously, to what you want in the moment, I'll leave it to your discretion. But since you won't be able to say yes. But since you won't be able to say the safe word, that might feel like this if you want to stop. She takes your hand and turns its palm up. Her fingertip brushes your pulse tenderly. Then tap, tap, tap. 3 gentle taps to your inner wrist. Alexis maintains hold of your hand. Her eyes boring holes into yours. You swallow hard. Tell me you understand, Sebastian. You nod. The instructions are clear, but in truth, I never understood someone less in my life. At last, the stream begins. Sitting upright on the bed, and on your knees, your hands folded diligently. Hey, Jet, and welcome back to the Velvet Room. We got a special show for you tonight. She waggles your chosen challenge in front of the camera. It was a challenge to clear. Torpedo here had to stay completely silent. I bit my tongue. I'm gonna cry. Oh. Alexis leans over and drags the tickler slowly from your navel to the center of your chest, leaving goosebumps. Oh, he gets punished, but the method is his choosing. If the pin makes so much as a sound, he gets the clap. Because it's not going to be easy staying silent, and that's why I have all these fun toys to play with. You shiver as she drags the soft feathers of the tickler up the column of your throat. Your jaw clenches when she brushes it over the sensitive skin behind your ear. Let the games begin. Let the games begin. You try to focus on chat. Can't read it from here, but the rapid-fire scroll is oddly soothing. Plus, the gifts and donations are already rolling in, and we haven't even gotten started. You jolt when Alexis drags the tickler down the center of your chest. The contact sudden and tingly. Holy shit, that startles me. It's a silent whisper. You don't make a noise, but you arch your back into the contact, your chest jutting toward the camera. Alexis continues flicking the feathers across your skin, making your thighs clench tightly. I'm about to say it, but it's like a torpedo likes it. Her praise, coupled with the rousing sensation of the feathers, make your whole body pulse. The stream continues, but the atmosphere within the chat has shifted from adoration to bated breath tension. Since you've done so well with the tickler torpedo, let's make things interesting. She reaches for the glass of whiskey on her desk and downs it, drop bobbing. Then she plucks it out. Ask yourself, how well you can withstand this, I wonder. She presses the ice against the small of your back, the shock making your vision swim. Oh my god, it's so damn cold. Your stomach clenches as Alexis drags the ice cube lazily up the length of your spine, trailing freezing water. Look at him. Do his best not to break for the camera. I'm not going to take for you beg my mercy, I wonder. She moves the ice to the hollow of your jaw, to cover biting deep to your overheated skin. You lock your jaw, turn directly to the camera lens with a look of absolute, terrifying resolve. You don't move. You don't whimper. You don't even blink as the freezing melt water runs down your chest. The chat explodes. The nations are scrolling too fast for the server to track. And Michael Boys indeed, chat. Look at that spine. Nice and straight. She traces your spine with her free hand, warming it. Her eyes a soft pattern mask. Even fond. And that's my boy. The stream finishes without a hitch. Once your highs subside, you're left confused. You're under a blanket with Alexis on the couch. Aftercare is an essential part of your relationship. But it feels so intimate, confusing. I never blurred lines like this with a dummy. Alexis' cheek is resting on your head. Her breath warms your skin every time she exhales. I need to get a grip. Just because we're cuddling doesn't mean there's anything. And the bad workout is coming up. Alexis' sudden offhand remark jars you. You lift your head and stare at her, assessing. Her eyes crinkle. Sebastian, you're my personal staff. You're invited to the gala. In fact, attendance is required. I see. Wow. That's one of the most elite parties of the year. I hope I'm up for it. Our office culture is pretty lax, bearing Steven being a jerk. I've never been to a serious work event. It's a party full of rich people who's only happy he's being rich. Trust me, you're more than up to the task. You smile, but silence settles heavy over you once more. You sit up and give Alexis a questioning look. Hey, Alexis, about the other night. Alexis' work phone buzzes violently on the coffee table. You sigh when she gets up to take the call. I'm sorry, I work. I get it. I should be going anyway. You watch her retreating back, frustrated that you were interrupted yet again. Maybe if I can get her alone at the gala, I can finally talk to her about everything. The night of the Pennyworth Gala, you're in your room, agonizing over what to wear. How is it that none of this works? At this point, I should just go in my underwear. Especially, you have got to chill. You've enjoyed everything in your closet and twice. A new outfit is gonna suddenly emerge from your closet. Like magic. You go and slump down in the bed, head in hands. Morgan gingerly pats your bare shoulder. Could it be that you're psyching yourself out because you want to look sexy to a certain hot CEO? Morgan, you have no idea how right you are. I just want to make a good impression. That's all. This gala is high end. Which is why you usually just borrow the Diamondus suit. Diamondus. I don't know. Morgan, that didn't cost a fortune. Can't possibly borrow something that pricey. Oh, come on. This is no big deal. My brother is super chill with the designer. He has a billion samples. Morgan's fingernails drum playfully on a garment bag draped on a mattress beside her. At least try it on. You know you want to. You see yourself in the original diamonds you fold. There's no way you cannot wear this. Fine. You're right. I look incredible. That's what I'm saying. Seriously, Sebastian, that piece was totally made for you. You catch Morgan's eye in the mirror and scoff the sly grin on her face. Would you quit looking at me like that? Like what? Like you want to bang the boss woman? Like that, yes. You got the wrong idea about us. Seriously. Are you lying through your teeth? Kind of. On the one hand, you really do want Bank Alexis. But on the other hand, I have no idea where I actually stand with her beyond business. Look, it's just fantasy. There's nothing wrong with it. Especially if it gets you flirting with people IRL. Don't think I ever noticed you aren't getting alerts from that Velvet Girl anymore. Yeah, I don't really watch Velvet streams anymore. It's just, I'm always tied up on those nights. Every stream night, I got my hands full with other stuff. Whatever the reason, I'm all for it. I think you should get some good old-fashioned flirting tonight. Even if it's not with Miss Ironwood. You meet her reflection's gaze. Flirting seems like too soft a word for what you're aiming for. No, tonight's not just about flirting. It's about uncovering the truth. A short while later, you find yourself at the Pentworth Gala. You stand at the threshold of the grand ballroom, the heavy oak doors muffled by the roar of the elite inside. I've never seen so much glamour in one room. When you approach the ballroom, the doors swing open, revealing a cavern of crystal chandeliers and expensive flowers. The room is as breathtaking as the people in it. Celebrities, influencers, famous investors, and Sebastian. You dare to find Alexis approaching with 2 glasses of champagne. Her steps stutter to a brief halt. She takes in the sight of you, her eyes widen slightly. You look incredible. Is that? Individual Diamondus, I have some connections. Alexis' fingers brush yours when she hands you your champagne. Her voice is husky, her eyes warm. To say sushi would be the understatement. That outfit was made for you. Forget about me. Look at you. I was not inappropriate to say this, but you clean up nice. A laugh escapes Alexis, warm and breathless. You take a slow, deliberate sip of champagne. Then, did I just hear Alexis Ironwood laugh? A woman you recognize as Anita Holloway, your VP of sales, glides up to you both. It's been not to happen, Anita Holloway. It's been not to happen. Anita Holloway, meet Sebastian Payne. It's a pleasure, Mrs. Holloway. Please, come, Anita. I hear we have you to thank for our bold new acquisition strategy. I like how realistic these models look. It ruffles some feathers for some of our more conservative investors. Read. My tongue is dry. It ruffles some feathers with some of our more conservative investors, but by and large, the buzz is positive. And that's what we need to hear, ma'am. I just want to make sure Ironwood Limited is heading toward progress at all times. Holly raises her eyebrows, impressed, so lightly you almost don't feel it. Alexis touches your lower back. I'm very proud to have Sebastian on my personal team. He's an incredible asset to the company. And so I've heard. The contact between you and Alexis, however brief, is electric. Holloway is oblivious to the tension crackling between you. I wonder if I can push things a little more, engage her reactions. Oh. As tempting as it is to test the limits of your connection, you keep your hands to yourself instead. I'll make sure I have the chance to really talk to her later tonight to help clear things up. Sebastian is a forward thinker. He's got his fingers on the pulse of what matters. It must be something really special if he snatched your attention, I would. These face models, I don't like this design, but I'm gonna bear through it. Turn at the sound of her drawling voice. An immaculately dressed young woman saunters up, glass in hand. Alexis' jaw visibly clenches. She nods curtly at the woman. Sebastian, and this is Jennifer Vance. She is in my business fellowship in graduate school. And the founder of Gambler. You have to force yourself not to react. Gambler is notoriously Gambler is a notoriously predatory online gambling app. With all this money and power, it's only a matter of time before I met someone with questionable woes. Predatory? Ew. Versus gaze flits to the point of contact between you and Lex's. Her lip curls. And Sebastian, you squeeze Lex. I wondered how a nobody like him could ascend so quickly. Really, Jennifer, it's a rather nasty thing to imply. The remark stings, but you can't let it get to you. Not when Alexis looks furious beside you. I don't do things under the table, Jen. That's always your specialty. Okay. These two clearly have some kind of history. This could get ugly fast. Mrs. Holloway, Anita, have you had a chance to sample the profiteroles? They look tasty. They are. Very tasty. I highly recommend them. You always did have a smart mouth, didn't you, Ironwood? I choose my words carefully, Vance. If you draw a double meaning from them, that's not my problem. You know what the problem is, Ironwood. You draw your lot in with losing dogs. This whole sexy streaming strategy of yours is going to be fatal, trust me. You know, this asset will ruin you. Your navel prickles when she says asset. Venomous, vicious, pointed. Your chest tightens. Does she know that Alexis is a dummy? She guessed I'm her new sub. You take a nervous sip of champagne to your jaw. Alexis folds her arm tightly. For a woman who's made to blood money of others' gambling debts, you're shockingly bad at reading probability. We only signed a couple with NSFWX, and our numbers have already skyrocketed. The strategy is a good one. I'm losing my voice the more I speak. For now, we'll see how well you fare when the internet inevitably turns against online sex work. You'll lose investors faster than your mother lost the last. You'll lose investors faster than your mother lost the name Herita. There's 3 R's in it. I don't know if I can say it. You don't understand the implication of Vance's words, but they make Alexis flinch. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. I'm not paying you for these stupid dialogue things. Alexis won't retaliate. We should walk away. I don't know what compelled you to be so unpleasant to us, Miss Vance, but we don't have to stand here and take it. You lightly touch Alexis' shoulder and nod across the ballroom. She exhales through her nose. No, we don't. And if we don't have an ounce of decency, Vance, you put down the champagne and leave. Whatever. Turned to Miss Holloway, who looks as thoroughly drained by Vance's behavior as you feel. It was a pleasure meeting you, Anita. I look forward to speaking with you again, preferably while the vulture is circling. Of course, Sebastian. Have a great rest of your evening now. Before Vance can get another bargain, you steer Alexis toward the other end of the room, safe from nasty remarks. You manage to find a relatively secluded corner at the gala. Alexis looks rattled and tense. I'm sorry to bear witness to that ugliness. You have nothing to apologize for. That ranch woman is a piece of work. You hesitate. You really want to break through Alexis' defense a little, but you have to be smart about it. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but some of what she said seemed personal. Not to mention the way she called me asset for pointed. Alexis exhales and leans against the wall. She bends the champagne in favor of grabbing whiskey from the server. There's no romantic history between us. If that's what you're getting at. I shouldn't even be saying this, but Vance is a dummy. She and I had crossed paths several times when I was out on the scene before streaming. She's a dummy. Can't imagine anyone I trust less in my submission. And just me. Her behavior with subs is abhorrent as her business strategy. I trying to work people. But, well, she's wealthy, attractive, and influential. It's easy for her to sink her claws into vulnerable people. People like her give our community a bad name. Irresponsible, vicious, dominance are exactly what people on the outside think BDSM is. Well, it's good to hurt people and get off on it. Exactly. So I'm so glad I met you. You're conscientious, generous, careful. A million words spring to mind, and therefore inadequate. Alexis catches your gaze, and she eggs at the vulnerability in her eyes. I can do advance most of the time, but I couldn't abide it when she insulted you so bluntly. Not to mention bringing up my mother. I was gonna ask about that. What did Vance mean about her losing her name? My mother started Ironwood Limited. The business was at a difficult time. It was before influencers were a thing. She had been a model, easy, when she was a young woman. She had enough of predatory talent agencies. She had the funds, the business model, and the wherewithal what she didn't have was a settable name. Frankly, the industry was not interested in backing a Mexican American woman. I see. So Ironwood is her last ditch effort at getting her business off the ground. Elaine Ironwood was really Elena. And my legal name is Alexis Amelia Valdez Herrera. I can't say your last name, but Alexis, your real name is beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Sometimes I fantasize about abandoning it myself, the company, and everything. But the Ironwood name is too influential at this point. Alexis takes another deep, thoughtful sip of whiskey. For now, Alexis area only exists in my personal life. It seems like a lot of versions of you can only exist in private. Alexis meets your gaze. For a moment, the noise of the party seems to dissolve. Sebastian. Her fingers twitch as if longing to reach for you. Your jaw tightens. Alexis lets out a frustrated growl. Not here. Without warning or explanation, she steps out her glass and stalks off. Bewildered, you follow. You catch up to Alexis. She's pacing restlessly on a secluded members-only balcony. Alexis, what's going on? Why you just bow on me? Because I couldn't stand to be in that crowded room for another second. Alexis runs her hair. Fuck you. Alexis runs her shaking hand through her hair, then gestures wildly. I never told anyone that story about my family. Not a single person. Do you understand? No, I want to understand. Yeah, well, that makes two of us. So I feel like I'm losing my grip on who I am. You need to stop shouting at me. I understand that you're frustrated for some reason, but I don't appreciate being yelled at. Alexis flinches as a struck, looking at you with wide, horrified eyes. Her hands fall to her sides. I wasn't. God, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. In her pounds, you step closer, tentatively, and reach to gently cup the side of Alexis' face. You didn't mean to what, Alexis? Alexis lifts her gaze, her eyes equal parts baleful and hungry. Her hand suddenly seize you and pull you in. This, Sebastian, I didn't mean for this. Her lips crash against yours in a desperate, passionate kiss. Despite your initial surprise, Your arms instinctively wrap around her, holding her tight. You slant your lips to hers. You subtly change the pace of the kiss. Let's move more languidly and desperately. Your tongues twine slowly. One of Alexis's hands slides to the cup, the nape of your neck, holding you close to her. Your body's pressed flush. Sebastian, I want. It's okay. You don't have to say anything right now. Alexis kisses a hard trail down your neck, her teeth worrying your skin Her teeth worrying your skin slightly. Heat and arousal radiate from her, obvious and insistent. Damn it, this is stupid. Tell me this is a terrible fucking idea, and I swear to God, I'll stop. I never got to say that word. I never got to close. I never got to say fucking in one of these books. That's how you know it's new. That's how you know this is like one, the art style, new, and also weird and also realistic. But whatever, we're getting power drill. We're too deep now, and then usually the books are too. They're not as the topics aren't that wow, like BDSM. I know Surrender was BDSM, but not that much swearing in it. And the word fuck or fucking was always cut off at F or FU with the little dashes at the end. So that's new. You pant harshly, your own arousal building at a startling pace. You're in a secluded spot, but hooking up my dummy, my CEO, in a public place is unbelievably risky. The espionist in you, traitorous and needy, purrs the prospect. Screw it. At this point, I don't care if it's a bad idea. Perfect answer. The drill for breathless praise is second only to the clutch for lips against yours. With frantic hands, you both clumsily divest each other of your clothes, leaving them in a pile on the floor. Wait, the song's back. The song that I'm used to hearing in Years Apart. I missed this. I didn't hear it the last chapter I read that I was in the process of uploading. Like, I was literally in the process of uploading Years Apart. I haven't heard this in a second. Apologies to the designer. I'm sure we'll be forgiven. Stripped bare in the low light, Alexis is an absolute vision. Her mouth goes dry at the sight of her. Her taut abs, the curve of her waist, her full breast, not to mention her obvious arousal. Her inner thighs are shiny slick. Your stomach tightens at the mere proximity of her need. God, you're beautiful. You took the words out of my mouth. Her verdant fingertips map the ridges and valleys of your torso. These are the ridge of your V-line. Your arousal jumps at the contact, your head tipping back on a moan. Alexis slots a dive between your legs, and you grind shamelessly against the contact. What do you want from me, Sebastian? What do you need? For starters, boss me around a little. That sly, sexy grin across the lips, the one you become all too familiar with. And there he is, my good boy. Wordlessly, Alexis spins her finger in a clockwise motion. Immediately, turn around, presenting your back. She crowds you from behind, kissing the nape of your neck, arms wrapping loosely around your waist. Just this pretty neck for me. More to the left. Roll your neck to one side. She rewards you by dragging her tongue in a hard line along your pose. Can you read? She rewards you by dragging her tongue in a hard line along your pose. Oh, wait, that's not my fault. That's the book's fault. By dragging her tongue in a hard line along your pose. And just like that, Alexis' careful restraints turn your legs to jelly in seconds. You're so turned on, you can't think straight. You like that, Sebastian? Yes. Yeah, I can tell. You sound so pretty when you're enjoying yourself. But this is enough. You want more, don't you? You feel weightless, anchored to reality, only by her hypnotic for a sexy voice. You nod dreamily. Her voice may be sexy, but when I read it, it's not. Yes, my Sebastian. Tell me what you want from me, what your body wants. I want you to ride me hard. Alexis let out a low groan at your shameless, direct request. Then sit that perfect ass down. You scramble to obey her order, sit on a nearby surface that was capable of bearing your weight. She swings her thigh over and straddles you, grinding against your knee before sinking down, deliciously slow. This book didn't have many filters in it, did it? The tightness is exquisite. You moan shakily, your forehead dropping against her shoulder. Alexis. Mrs. Sebastian. Stay nice and still, and let me do all the work. You're utterly spellbound by her, by the friction of your bodies, by the sinuous rise and fall of her hips. You press fervent kisses to her shoulder, her collarbones, her breast. She moans gorgeously, grinding in figure eights. Before long, your hips begin to stutter, your rhythm faltering as pleasure builds. Alexis, I'm getting really close. Me too. Are you gonna keep your sexy voice down for me? Alexis' tone is playful, teasing, tight with arousal. If you let your voice out, there's a non-zero chance of being caught. It's risky, but God, it can be really hard. You don't have much time to decide. Your client's barrels down on you, fast and hot as lightning. You can't help yourself. You moan, long and low, and decadent, as your release tears through you. Oh, Alexis. Yes. You're not overly loud, but the sheer act of voicing your pleasure at a time like this makes Alexis respond in kind. God, Sebastian. Holy hell. I can't believe you just did that. Her hips jerk helplessly as she rides out the force of her own climax, grinding deliriously. As the aftershocks ebb, you pant. Your pulse is still racing in an effort to cool down. Alexis reaches for your hand. You take it, your fingers twining together. Well, this just got a lot more complicated. Did it? The contract never said anything about extracurricular sex. Yeah. Alexis turns towards you, her dark eyes soft with bestial pleasure. She kisses your knuckles. I guess not. But I'm not in the habit of going close to my subs. At least, not personally. I get it. I know there's a reason you put all the rules in place. But we don't have to define it. Beyond the existing pyramid, CEO and employee, dominant and sub, Can we just be Alexis and Sebastian? Alexis and Sebastian, huh? I guess I never imagined it could be that simple. I like the sound of it. Not trying to categorize every little thing for once. That's my point exactly. Grinning, still breathless, you disentangle and clumsily put your clothes back on. I really got here less than an hour ago, but I think we made enough an impression. What would you say to take out my couch? My treat, obviously. I hope so. The casual intimacy of her offer made your heart jump. You nod, a slow smile growing on your face. I'd say that sounds like the best night. A short while later, you and Alexis pile into her town car en route to her penthouse. Now that the dam is broken, now you no longer have to pretend you don't like each other. Things are easier. I soon know what it means to like her. It's not exactly as though we can date. But at least now we can get close to each other without holding back, even if it's just as friends. Alexis catches your eye and offers a skeptical grin. What's happening in that head of yours? Am I not allowed to just feel good? Alexis chuckles, her eyes softening as she smiles. Oh, of course you are. In fact, I had nothing more than... Alexis' phone buzzes insistently in her pocket. She rolls her eyes as she pulls up her text. Of course, I can't avoid business for even a single night. Alexis' eyes rapidly scan back and forth over her phone. Her face grows increasingly tight as she reads. What is it? Something happened? It's a message from Vance. It's a message from Vance. Jocelyn, you Ironwood. I know why you're invested in SW Steamers. Shit. And saying shit in one of these books is also rare. But it's not, I mean, it's said a few times in these books, but it's still rare. But the word, again, fucking or fuck, that is extremely rare. By extremely rare, I mean, this book was the first one to put the full word in. Like, oh. You get characters sometimes saying, oh, fuck, but then it's not the full word, but you know what I mean. Like, it always cuts off. So, this book actually just saying it's like, who was behind this? Who's behind this? Like, who did the drawings of the characters? Why is there, like, are some of them more animated looking and the others more realistic looking? And also, where was the filters? Like, hello. Her gaze lifts to you, urgent and tense. Your chest feels tight. I gotta finish this before my voice just dies. Alexis, does Jennifer Vance know your velvet rule? Okay, and goodbye.